What in the world are we looking at here? Well, leave your guesses down below before I reveal it, and yeah, so it's a weird thing, and it's my cat. Anyways, I got my new zooming tool, so let's go ahead and look at this very strange rock with it. Here's what the base rock looks like, and then here's where that line is. The rock had a shiny crack in it, though it's actually not a crack at all, it's whatever this material is. Here's kind of the same area, though the light itself is angled this time, which is why you see a lot of dark spots. The way that the line formed is kind of random. It kind of like bends and goes in different directions. It doesn't really seem to have a structure to it. The line right here kind of goes right through this weird spot, which is different. Here's that spot zoomed in. As you can tell, it's a different material from the line. There's also a bunch of other spots on this rock, but it's made of the same material as the line. However, this weird spot is kind of reflective. It's not as powerful, but it kind of is a little reflective, which means it might be something closely related. This spot right here, though you can't really see it right now since it's not reflecting light, is kind of the same material as the line itself. Here's the exact same spot, but kind of reflecting light now. Here it is zoomed in. Now this spot looks very similar to pretty much any other mica you see very commonly. Although in person this does have a different color sheen to it. It's almost like a white yellow instead of just a white, which is like common in say like diorite. It could be that the base material in this rock makes it look a little different, though I don't know. Here's the backside of the rock with the weird forking kind of line. Here's what the base of the line looks like before it splits in two, and then right there you can see it splits, and then it just kind of goes on its own separate way. Kind of parallel though. For a while, the line actually is parallel, but eventually at the kind of tippy area, like right here and on, it just doesn't be parallel anymore for some reason. Although both bend at the same point in the same direction, just one bends a little bit more than the other one. You can see it tried to be parallel, it just kind of failed at that. For the most part, this rock is pretty much all the same except for this one big spot on one of the sides, this is like the outskirts of it, and then here's the spot itself. For the most part, the spot is made up of this weird white material. I'm not really sure what this is. Here's how the rock looks zoomed out, by the way, so you can kind of see this really weird spot right here, including it has this weird dark corner here. I'm not sure what this is. This spot was probably part of a different magma type, and they just kind of like merged right here. Right here is this kind of weird metal streak. I'm not really sure what that was. It's very strange. This dark spot right here kind of reminds me of the base rock, just maybe a little bit more concentrated in the dark minerals. Right here you can see that yellow sheen, which makes you think it's a different type of mica than the common ones. Anyways though, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later.